Today we're going to show you how to make bread pudding with rum sauce.
Hi, today we're making bread pudding with rum sauce, and it's going to be a raisin rum pudding, and we are conditioning our raisins right now in our brandy. You usually condition things for about 20 minutes, and when they plump up, you know they're done. We have started with 6 eggs, about a third cup of sugar, regular granulated sugar, about a half a cup of brown sugar, probably 3/4 of a cup of milk, and I added just a dash of cream just for richness, and I've also added some cinnamon to it, and a little bit, maybe a teaspoon of vanilla. I'm just going to sprinkle my bread with a little bit of cinnamon because I like extra cinnamon. Cinnamon's really good for you, especially if you're diabetic. So I feel like if I add a lot of cinnamon, I can eat the sweetness, but it really doesn't work out that way. And this is all dried Italian bread or French bread that has been dried out for a couple of days. I've sliced it up and just put it in there, and I actually like the outside, the crust of it. I think it gives it a real pretty look when it's finished. So after we sprinkle it with sugar really good, or cinnamon really good, we're just going to whisk all this, and we're going to pour it over the top of all that, and then we're going to add our raisins as a final step. So I'm just going to pour this over, just kind of try and get every little piece of it. And if you feel like you don't have enough, the nice thing about this is you can finish it off with just some milk. If you don't feel like it's gotten enough of the egg mixture, I always just finish off with some milk, and that usually works. We cook this in a 350-degree oven, and usually about, I would say, right around 30 minutes. But each oven works a little bit differently, so if you have a hotter oven, then you're going to be cooking it less time. And when it's golden brown and your whole kitchen and house is smelling like Christmas Day, or the best smell you ever smelled, then it is finished.
And when's the best time to eat it?
The best time to eat it is anytime. If you're having something like Christmas, today's Christmas Day, so we're having it for Christmas dinner. But also, this makes, like if you're having fried chicken or something informal, the only thing I wouldn't suggest is probably a picnic, because it is, after all, eggs. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of finish it off with just a little bit of milk, just to add a little bit more. I'm going to kind of move it around the pan just a little bit so it all soaks all that up. You can also do this in a pan ahead of time. You know, put it in a big bowl and pour it all over the top. And I'm going to add a little bit of milk to it. So I'm going to put it in my oven.
Should it be pretty soggy, or should it...
You want it really nice and soggy, really. And then it's going to, basically what bread pudding is, it's kind of like if you've ever had French toast. So you want it kind of soggy.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the heat of the oven, it's going to magically, that never happened. Magic of TV.
You've been drinking rum?
I've been smelling the rum really well. That adds the goodness.
Okay, and so you just have to bake it, and then you'll make a sauce for us?
Yep.
Okay.
So come back and I'll have the sauce. Hi. We are making our rum sauce, and we are going to start with 1 stick of butter, a half cup of granulated sugar, half cup of brown sugar. We're going to put this in the pan, but I want to show you our other list of characters. One of them is 1 cup of heavy cream and your rum to taste. We'll be using that later. Okay, so all we're going to do is melt our butter in our pan. And after it melts, all we want to do is basically just melt our sugar. And then we're going to slowly add your heavy cream. And I like to use a wooden spoon with this. I just think it works better. So we're just going to melt our butter. Go ahead and put in both of your sugars. And we'll just stir that. Okay, it's going to take a little while, so. It's going to take about 5 minutes to finish so nicely. And we're just waiting for the sugar to melt. And when it stops looking grainy, then it's time to add the heavy cream. And of course, the rum. To add the cream, and whenever adding cream, always step back because it always bubbles up. So just don't be too close to it. And then you're going to, just stir. Let it all be incorporated. I always like to turn my heat down. And that's all going to be incorporated, and then we're going to add the rum to taste.
How much rum do you add?
Just till it tastes really special.
And how long does this part take?
Oh, about 3 minutes. I'm going to take it off the fire to add the liquid just in case it flares up. We don't want to flambe my hair today. So I'm just going to add probably not that much. That was a healthy amount. And stir it. And then the fun part is the tasting. If you have it too strong, just add a little bit more cream to it. But usually I don't get it too strong. Can you get it too strong? That's almost perfectly.
Need a little more rum?
I think I might just need a touch more. Stir it good. And then you don't want it to make alcoholics out of vinegar. Just add enough just to where it has a nice little kick to it. Yum. It's done.